I do, folks. How you doing? Just a quick one. Anyway, I was just sitting there and I thought, dog needs to go out. I'm thinking of treason, so I thought I'd come out. Not me committing treason, of course, but thinking, are the government committing treason? We're all here shouting, you treasonous bastards! You're this, you're that, you're doing this, you're doing that to us. But let's not forget here, they're telling us. Now, I'm not one for television, although my missus does watch a bit of telly, but she don't put the fucking news on. So any of these coronavirus updates that I've ever seen have just been little snippets of them on YouTube videos of other people. So fuck knows. I think I watched a couple close to the start just because I was that daft thinking I ought to know really what they're going to do just in the first few days, but then I realised you don't want to know what they're going to do because they never really enforced anything. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I put it out there, did anybody have any tickets? The only one that come through was through a GBH or an ABH or something like that, and that wasn't exactly what I was talking about. But the reality is, did anybody have a COVID ticket? Plenty of people got told they were getting one, but I don't know of anybody that actually received one. As far as I was concerned, they hadn't enforced it. I haven't stopped what I was doing any step of the way throughout all this. I've carried on going out. Nobody's bothered me for being out. Not once, whether I've been on foot, whether I've been in the motor, or it don't fucking matter. They're not doing anything. They're not bothering. Nobody gives a shit because the parasites that be, they can just put it out there as advice, information, rules even sometimes, to stay in. You must stay in. Must isn't a legal word, it isn't a lawful word. Must, what does in the eyes of the law, you must. No, it don't work that way. There's never been a fucking order to stay in. They just told you must, so you did. Told people they must shut their businesses, but in all honesty, in fairness to the business side of things, they do have things pretty much wrapped up with Freemasonry. So when they was told to shut it down, Freemasons were wink wink and handshake, and that was shut down that way, and that pretty much shut down all of the suppliers to everything everywhere, because that was the whole point of Freemasonry, just to have the connections, and always is, to have the connections in every aspect of it. So at any point they can do something like shut down the fucking world. Freemasons, good on you. But back to the question, treason. Is it treason? I'm not sure it's actually treason when they come on TV and they tell you that not everybody that gets it is actually having it. Not everybody dies of it actually had it at all. Blah blah blah. It's all bollocks. Everything's bollocks. Everything's theatre. So what are they actually doing to us? What have they done to us at the minute? Let's analyse what they've done. They've said you must stay at home. Well, that isn't a lawful order. It never was, and they didn't put it out there as a lawful order. They've been playing games. Yes, they're lying, but that's what they do. I think it's part of the job description, isn't it? They have to lie. If they can't lie, they can't have the job. So, as far as lying, every single one of us know that they lie. That seems to be okay with the masses. I don't really give a flying fuck whether they lie, because they're parasites. I don't have out to do with them. I'm sovereign. I'm not part of their fucking games. But at the end of the day, if they lie to the masses, and the masses know that they're liars, and the masses are okay with that, and they leave them in power, these liars, are they actually doing out wrong? They admit to being liars. They tell you they're full of shit. I don't know. I can't see, in actual fact, when I look at it, I can see plenty of wrong what they're doing. They need stringing up by the bollocks. They genuinely do. They need hanging upside down from the bridge and fucking playing whack-a-mole or whatever it is you call it. But the reality is, they're telling you. They're telling you every step of the way that they're full of shit. They're telling you. They're putting these fucking shows on. I presume it's on a daily basis, I don't know. But I'm presuming it's on a daily basis. They're putting these shows on for the idiots who keep tuning in to see what they've got to say. But what have they got to say? Have they got to say anything of any consequence yet? They keep giving these facts and figures and widths and what have yous. But are they actually lying? I don't know. I don't know because I can't be 100% sure because I don't watch the shit. But the question is, as they are telling you that they may not have this and the numbers they give you may not be correct, if they're going to tell you that and then they give you the numbers that aren't correct, is it a lie? I'm not sure it's a lie if they've told you that it's not going to be right. I don't think it can come down as... because a lie is deceit, surely. Well, if they've gave you forewarning that they're going to lie to you, they're not deceiving you, are they? And it isn't really a lie because they've already informed you that it's going to be a lie. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Or my mind's just working fucking wonky, I don't know. But to my mind, if I say to somebody, hey, I'm just about to lie to you, and then I lie to them, I don't feel that I've actually lied to them because, full disclosure, that's quite honest. So is it an honest lie? What is it? I don't... You guys work that fucker out. Anybody who wants to look at this shit and find out what they're doing. But as far as I'm concerned, apart from the genocide that's been caused by the hospitals, which I don't believe for 1 minute is the government don't tell the hospitals shut down like that. That again, Freemasonry or above. It's a world agenda. It's nothing to do with fucking England. It's nothing to do with America. It's nothing to do with Italy. It's nothing to do blah 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 blah. It is a world agenda being done to us by the world government, probably the one world government that's already in power. Bear in mind all the fucking seals have gone off the countries when they're addressing the people. When they're addressing the subjects, they must have the seal, and if the seal isn't there, they're not addressing the subjects. Who are they addressing? Or they're not officialdom. They're not the ones. They're not in power. It's gone. So have they already put it over to the one world government and they just haven't let us know yet? Has there already been a takeover? It would appear that the royals have gone. I presumed when old Harry disappeared. Is it Harry, the ginger one? I don't fucking know. I don't keep up with them twats either. But I presumed when he'd disappeared over to Canada that it was all fuckery anyway. And here we go. Now this, was he just being strategically placed? Was he getting out of it to be used later when them families disappear? Maybe they won't be used anymore. Maybe they go to the hidden lands or the extra lands and live happily fucking ever after. They've completed their roles, so they don't have to play these acts anymore. But maybe Harry stays behind to be king of Canada or king of the world. Who fucking knows what games they've got to play in the New World Order? Oh, damn sure it's going to be something fucking interesting. I'm damn sure I'm not going to play a part in the shit. But the reality is, more fuckery to come in absolute. But if they keep telling you, how deceitful is it? I mean, let's face it, the way they stay in honour, 1984, George Orwell. They told us then. They had the hippies telling us in the 60s, free love. But they were telling us. They didn't know some magical shit. They was the psyop. Whether they realised it or not, I'm damn sure most of them didn't. But you had the shills like John Lennon's and the such like, who were all doing a job because, let's face it, they own it all. If you are not part of it, if you're not singing off their song sheet, you're not singing off any fuckers. You don't get the airtime. They own it all. Why the fuck would they let you fucking become famous and have these fucking camera crews around you filming all these little snippets while you're giving all the secrets of the way the world's really run in them days? And then eventually they've done with him, so they kill him. Or they don't, who knows, but I presume everybody's quite disposable to them. They don't need to give a shit, do they, when they've had you do the job. So so they tell us everything, and that's how they remain in honour. They do genuinely tell you. So how deceitful is it? I'm not sure it's them. I'm more of the mind that the people are fucking stupid. Yes, they've made them stupid and they dumb them down with the fluoride in the water and all of the shite that they put into all the foods, the shit that they spray on our heads, all of it. They're absolutely destroying us at all times. Vaccines from birth, from born. They keep working away at us. But they tell us. They publish all the vaccine injury compensation claim shit. They put all of the stuff in the inserts in the flu jab. Do you ask for it? No, stick the arm out, get a flu jab. Anybody say, can I have an insert please? I'll take that away and have a look at it. I think the last time I actually spoke, actually it wasn't a doctor. I got called in for a meeting because I wouldn't speak to the doctors after the fucking heart attack in September, and they called me in to speak to the local doctor's pharmacist to see if he could talk some sense into me to get me taking their drugs. And he offered me the flu shot. To be honest, he said, because I was saying to him, willow bark is the same thing as aspirin. Why would I take aspirin when I can take willow bark? And he actually agreed with me. And they said, the only thing really I can say that you do need is the flu shot. I says, you having a fucking laugh? I says, why would I want to put mercury and baby fetus in me? That's not on there. I says, go and get me an insert. And he did. He walked off and got me an insert. What's that? What's that? What's that? And I'm pointing it out to him. He acted like he didn't know fuck all, and the pharmacist. You're telling me they don't know what all this shit is? They don't know, I can't remember what it's, timorosol or whatever it's called, the mercury that it's, I can't remember what it comes under. But hey, it's mercury. Look on the inserts, ask for this shit. But they tell us. They put the inserts in there that list all these side effects you're going to get off these medicines. But we don't care about the inserts, do we? Because we want a tablet. And that's what people want. They go to a doctor, they're pissed off if they come back without a fucking fresh lot of tablets. They wouldn't give me anything. Well, maybe you didn't need anything. Go home, have a banana, 2 fucking oranges, and do the same again tomorrow. Cut out the bacon fucking sandwiches and the shit that you're eating. Stop buying the fucking ready meals and the takeaways and the pizza's fucking shit, and start eating fruit and vegetables and decent fucking good healthy food, and you don't need any tablets. No, I need a fucking tablet. Well, you know something, I'll tell you, my stomach's about fucked. Actually, the vitamin C's curing my stomach problem as well. I had a bit of a stomach problem because for 30 odd years I took omeprazole, and it's various different kinds. In the early days it was Perriot, and then when the copyright had ended, it went out onto omeprazole, and then Lanzaprol, because that was even stronger and the doctor could put you on a stronger one. I was on that shit for years. It took me probably over a year to get off it. I stopped taking it straight away, but to stop suffering from the shit. But the reality is, when I look back on it, the doctors kept giving me this, but you know, when they first gave it me, way back, I remember I was probably only 20, just over 20, under 20 maybe, about 20, and they said to me, you should only take this for 1 month maximum. Okay, so I started taking it. After the month, tried to stop. Oh, rotten, symptoms like fuck, could not stop, needed it desperately. And I went through my life taking the fucking, needing it, absolutely panic stricken. If I couldn't get it, fuck me, I need that. Oh my God, what happens if I don't get that? That's how much of a sheep I was. Once I realised what was going on in the world, when I started to wake up and get that shit out of my life, like I say, it was a struggle getting off it. But I got fucking off it. It was bizarre. I couldn't drink a glass of water without it, without fucking acid flaring up into my gut, into my stomach, and into my throat. Absolutely fucking bizarre. But it's what it does to you. It masks any problem and exasperates it, really, but just masks the symptoms from it, but causes more issues with the actual problem. The problem never gets fixed, as in with all medicine. No medicine ever fixes the problems. They just mask the symptoms, and folks are happy with that, as I was happy with that, because I used to say to everybody, it's a fucking miracle drug. I can take this tablet and I can eat anything I fucking want. I can take this tablet, I could go out. In the early days, I used to be a drinker years ago. I take this tablet, I can fucking down 10 pints, and then I could go for a curry on the way home, or a fucking kebab, and fucking anything. I'll wake up in the morning, go for a big fat fry up to get over the hangover. It didn't matter as long as I had my magic tablet. Unfortunately, 50 years old, and my heart packs up. So lucky I had that magic tablet, so I could keep eating all that shit rather than be educated. You know, in the first place, if the doctors had said to me, look, the problem here is the shite that you're putting into yourself, and if you stop eating that shite, you'll stop suffering like that. That wasn't acceptable. No, I don't want to stop eating what I eat. That's what I eat. Why would I want to stop eating what I like to eat? I want a tablet so I can eat what I want to eat. So they did that. They gave it to me. These parasites, you know, these pharmaceutical gimps that put out all this shit, pumping all these poisons into us, but we want them. We beg for them. We go to the fucking doctors. We're not happy unless we get a tablet. They wouldn't give us anything. I've heard that so many times. They didn't give me anything. Why do you want something? Heal yourself. Heal your fucking self. Stop pumping the shit in you. Stop looking at doctors who all they're doing really is looking on a computer now. I don't even believe there's any need for any medical training to be a GP anymore. You sit in your chair, somebody walks in, hello, what's the problem? Hello, I've got a pain in my stomach. Oh, what does it feel like? It's about this here. So you point to where it is, and they go, right, hang on a second. On the computer, right, you need this. Here's your prescription. Well, hang on a minute, what about this pain in my stomach? Have you pressed anything? Have you felt to see if there's... No, don't need anything. Because here's a tablet that masks the symptoms. Thank you, that's what I wanted. I just wanted a tablet. Boom, and off. Got my tablets, got some more tablets. Yeah, paid another tenner for a bit more death. A little bit closer to death, giving them a bit more money. Hello, dog. How you doing, baby? My dog sat down and waited for me. I guess she's getting old. Just worked out she's the same age as me in dog years now. She's caught up. Poor gal. But anyway, yeah, so are any of them actually doing any wrong when they tell us in the first place? There's no big secrets. There's no real big secrets, is there? We think there's big secrets, as I said on your video yesterday. We think and we say that they're hiding this shit from us. They're really not. We just don't look for it. It's all out there. Every bit of information's out there on anything. You just need to look for it, and then you'll find it. But we don't want it. Because just like the medical issues, we want the quick fix. And that's what's happening in the world at the minute. Nobody's getting the fix, but that's the angle they're taking on things. They want the easy route. The quick fix to them is just don't fucking rock the boat. Just quicker we play into their hands, the quicker they'll let us back out. That's the pill here. Do as you're fucking told. Quick pill, and then we'll let you out quicker. If you don't behave, you're not going to get out. Well, I've got news for you. They was never fucking holding you in. They never held you in. You've done that to yourselves. And here's what they're doing now. They're telling you that you should still stay in, But now a lot of folk have realised that they're not actually held in. And to be honest, I don't think this is part of the deceit, it's part of the plan. They want people going out now, but they're not going to tell you to go out. They're going to tell you to stay in, but make you realise that you can go out. So just because everybody's been kept in for so long, they're naturally going to go out. But it's still government advice not to. But everybody knows there's no consequence now, so they will. And as you can see, people are going out more and more. So folks go out, folks get on with the world. You can't fault them. If they're told they can go out, they're going to go out. But they're told, no, you can't, you've got to stay in. Well, what's this all about? In my opinion, what this is all about is when they actually show you that they're decimating the NHS. At the minute, they're not letting you know that they're doing that. You're still supposed to support them and save them, and you're cheering them and all this bollocks. But the reality is, it is over. They are decimating it like they're decimating everything. And it's not going to be there after they've finished all this shit. They're going to absolutely destroy it. And the way I believe they're going to destroy it is what they're doing now. Letting everybody start to go back out. Well, whatever's going to happen, the second wave's going to hit. Whether they infect or whether whatever, I don't know. However it's going to come about, there's many speculations of that. But when this second wave, which I'm absolutely sure this second wave is coming, none of it makes sense if they don't make a second wave. So they send the second wave around, and the NHS can't cope with that, and that's going to be everybody's fault, because you know something, you went out and they told you shouldn't go out, but they're not enforcing it, are they? Because they actually want you to do it, because otherwise the plan foils, isn't it? The plan gets foiled, because without your going out, they can't blame you all for destroying the NHS when it can't cope the next time round. That's my impression of it anyway, because if they collapse the NHS, it's already privatised. It was already privatised as soon as they put the word trust in the fucking name, NHS Trust. It had been privatised, and if you look in Company's House for your local hospital, you'll probably find out the CEO's American, because it's sold off to America. But don't get a bee in your bonnet about that, because America or fucking Italy or anything, it's all fucking bullshit. There's no countries to these fucking top parasites. It's just as long as it's not in our fucking country, and that's how they want to do it. They send it out of the country. It's the way they do the fraud, but they tell you they're doing it. The NHS Trust, it's not their fault you're too stupid, because they put it up there in big letters over every fucking hospital. It's a trust. It's not their fault that you didn't bother to look up what fucking trust meant. For profit, private corporation. So they did tell you. They tell you everything. Are they deceiving you? Is anybody deceiving us? Or do they just very cleverly tell us everything and we don't pick it up? I know some of us do. I shout it often enough, but let's face it. And let's face it, here's the fucking reality. Yesterday, I do a video yesterday. Is it really this easy to cure heart disease? Now imagine, I'm curing myself of heart disease. Is it really that easy? And if it fucking is, how come I can put a video out there that important could cure heart disease? What if that cures heart disease? And I know other people have done videos, but I've put a video out there in the world that's got 16 views. How to cure heart disease. 16 views. Now, it's not all algorithms. This is the world. Because you know, if I put the fucking title of New Fucking World Order, Donald Trump fucking runs down fucking the street naked with his bollocks slapping about, oh, that'll be 1 million fucking views there. You put something absolutely brain dead nonsensical or a blatant fucking lie towards their agenda, and boom, not only do the algorithms get it, People are fucking interested. Tell folk you could cure fucking heart disease. Who wants to know? I'm alright, Jack. I ain't got heart disease. That's not for me. That information that I could carry through my life in case I ever got heart disease, that's not for me, that. Now, personally, as I've always said, I don't give a flying fuck who looks at my videos, who doesn't. I just put my shit out there. If I got one view, I'd know that'd be me reviewing it before I fucking posted it. But I still wouldn't give a shit. I'm just having a fucking rant and moan, or fucking saying it how it is and putting it out there. If people don't want to pick up somebody who says it how it is, don't need to give a fuck. There's plenty of shows out there for folks to tune into, and they do seem to prefer to do that sort of thing. So what do I fucking care? I'm only here for them that are fucking woken. If you're awake, tune in. If not, tune fucking out. It is what it is. The world's full of shit. But is it treason? As I said, is it fucking treason? They tell us every step of the way. They tell us every single step of the way. Nobody seems to give a shit about that. Quite bizarre, isn't it? Quite fucking bizarre. Nobody gives a shit. They tell us. So is it treason? Are they lying to us if they tell us in the first place? Is it deceit? I'll let you guys work that one out. But hey, I'm not saying I'm very philosophical today. I suppose it's slightly, but I'm only bordering on it because I don't give a fuck. I don't consent to that shit. I'm just trying to wake up some of them that do. Anyway, have fun, folks. That's my thought of the day. Ta-da.